How's everyone doing? Welcome to another Top 10. Today we're going over the top 10 best Pokemon regions. No, these are not in any particular order that are of my opinion. This is all based on what many people have said on different forums, different Reddit pages, different articles, stuff like that. So this is just a collage of what everyone said and what I could find to be the most accurate top 10. So if your region doesn't make it on here or you don't think it's correct, remember, this is not my own opinion. Don't rip my head off. I know everyone loves their regions. Now, before I get into today's video, if you can, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you like to, and comment down below your favorite region. Now, let's get into today's top 10 favorite Pokemon regions. At number 10, we have ourselves, and if I mispronunciate some of these, I'm not 100% on all of them, on how you say it. Today, we have number 10, starting out with the Alola region. The Alola region is a beautiful resort-type area with a ton of rich lore and interesting inhabitants. To keep you occupied, it's made up of 4 different islands, all close by to each other. I'm going to say these wrong, so I apologize. The Melimeli Island, Akala Island, Yolo Yolo Island, and Pone Island. Aside from those, there's also the artificial Aether Paradise. Each island adds something new to the region. Exploring and finding out more about them really helps the player feel immersed within the area. The Alolan Pokemon are a nice touch, as well as it really sells the fact that Alolan is a unique area even within the Pokemon universe. Number 9, we have ourselves the Saibai Islands. Technically part of the Kanto area, the Saibai Islands take up so much room that they may as well be considered their own region. The archipelago consists of 9 sizable islands, each scarcely populated, making Saibai the smallest region out there. The islands can't be surfed to due to how far apart they are and require a ferry service in order to get around. Though there's not all that much to see, these islands are great for trainers wanting to catch different kinds of Pokemon. Number 8, we have the Ori region. The Ori region. If you were transfer over Pokemon caught in either Colosseum or Gale of Darkness into a mainland game, they're shown to be from a distant land. Ori is a bit of a unique area even among the rest of the regions in the Pokemon universe. Ori isn't a huge region but has plenty to see. It's most notable for the vast desert wasteland that covers most of the region, but also has some greenery sprinkled in there as well. Number 7, and this is a fan favorite, I know that, is going to be the Galar region. Introduced in Pokemon Sword and Shield, Galar is a beautiful located inspired heavily by the United Kingdom. It's a diverse area filled with multiple biomes stacked in a tower-like shape that will have players climbing up a methodical ladder as they ascend to their final challenge in Wandon City. It's definitely one of the coolest looking regions from a geological standpoint, as its design is quite impressive when seen from a map. Sword and Shield is easily the best looking Pokemon title to date. That's a little bit iffy to me, but you know, to each their own, which helps to set Galar apart from the rest of the regions. It's detailed, vibrant, brimming with personality, and even features a specialized zone called the Wild Area. Sounds like Safari Zone, which is probably better. Sorry, bias to Kanto. Where players can watch Pokemon interact freely with their environment. Number 6 is the Unova region. Unova, kind of sounds like Yukon, or Villanova, is a massive region that is set considerably far from the ones in the first 4 generations. It is not only as some of the most unique geographies of any of the mainland regions, but some pretty extensive and interesting mythology as well. This makes exploring Unova all the more engaging, and paired alongside with plethora of unique Pokemon to be found within the region. Really helps it stand out from the ones that predated it. It's one of the few area fans get to revisit in mainland games, with Black 2 and White 2 taking place 2 years after the original. It also allows fans to see how the area has changed. Number 5, we have Kalos region. One of the most interesting regions players have had the chance to explore is the Kalos region in X and Y. Inspired by metropolitan France, Kalos certainly gives off a different vibe than any other region that's come before it, and any following it as well. With Sword and Shield taking place in another European-inspired setting, Kalos will probably be a region many fans will soon look back to with fond memories, like Unova. It also has quite a bit of history tied to it, with historical sites and buildings being well preserved. Number 4 is a favorite of mine, the Sinnoh region. One region that fans feel doesn't get as much love as it should. From Gen 4 enthusiasts have been begging for a Sinnoh remake for a while now. Sinnoh's name is actually based around the Japanese 4 mysteries. It makes sense given the large number of myths surrounding the region. Sinnoh is notable for being the first region to feature snowy routes and featured a pretty diverse ecological system all in all. The most notable landmarks is Mount Coronet's Peak, where the entrance to the Distortion world is found. Thanks to Pokemon Legends Arceus, we now know that during the period of history when Sinnoh was being settled and explored, it was known as Hisui instead and featured many Pokemon unique to that time. Number 3, another personal favorite, we have the Hoenn region. Located just south of Sinnoh, the Hoenn region kind of resembles Kanto in how it's inspired out. Like its predecessors, Hoenn was modeled after a region in Japan, with the island of Kyushu serving as its inspiration. Fun fact, while the region is modeled after Kyushu, I don't know what was going on there, wasn't hearing sound. While the region is modeled after Kyushu, Junichi Masuda stated that the design is routed at 90 degrees counterclockwise. This was done in order to make the area more playable. Hoenn really does stand out as one of the most memorable areas all these years later. Number 2. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am still kind of a little bit hurt because, this is my favorite region, and it's only on number 2, is the Kanto region. The area that fans are probably the most familiar with, the Kanto region, is where things all started. Kanto is still a popular region with lots of fans, and whether it's a familiarity or just preference, provides players with tons of fun areas to explore. The region has actually gone through the most changes of any in the games, with remakes in Gen 3 and 7 and inclusions in Gen 2 and Gen 4 games. Kanto has been tweaked quite a bit. Now, for the number 1 most favorite region, still can't believe it's not Kanto, is Johto region. As popular as the Kanto region has proven to be, it's the Johto region that made the biggest impression. Notably, the Johto games famously introduced the idea of post-Elite Four content. In this case, the entire Kanto region, its proximity to the latter made it a seamless transition. Johto has a bunch of interesting and iconic landmarks like the Lake of Rage, Sprout Tower, and of course the ruins of Alph. With so much to explore and do, Johto is a lock for the best region in the Pokemon universe, says a bunch of other people, but mine will still be Kanto region. And that concludes today's top 10 most favorite, not via me, via the internet, Pokemon regions. Still saying Kanto is number 1, but hey, people voted Johto. Can't really argue against more people for the other side, so is what it is. I'm still holding on to Kanto, but the internet said Johto tier. All right, everyone, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's top 10 most favorite Pokemon regions. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. And if you know the saying, say it with me. Let's make Holos great again and keep poking on. Till next time, peace out and have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to check out the link for the merch shop and those membership perks. All right, everyone, have a great day.